So be it, Jedi. He's no good to me dead.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
You know what's going on?
Welcome back, everybody, to Star Wars After Hours. I am Stefan Spallino.
I'm Josh Combs.
It's been a while, and we're having some, I'm not sure if it's earphone difficulties or microphone difficulties.
Camera difficulties.
Camera difficulties. I sound like a death trooper.
You hear weird?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold on.
Do. Oh, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah, it was just my my headphones there. Anyways, we'll try that again. Welcome to Star Wars After Hours. Today we are talking about a lot of stuff. A lot of exciting stuff is happening in the Star Wars universe. We have to talk about, and I think we're going to open with the new anime series, Resistance. Is it just called Resistance? It's just called Resistance, isn't it? The Resistance?
So. Yeah, something like that.
One or the other. Resistance, The Resistance. So what little information we have on it, it's going to follow Poe, a guy whose name I'm going to find out right now while I'm talking. Dave Filoni said it was inspired by his love of like World War II, I think it was.
Yeah, like I think it was his grandfather that was in World War. He was a World War II pilot, or was it father?
I think it was
one of them.
Yeah, I think it was his grandpa.
Yeah,
his grandpa, and we know it's gonna have a anime style or influence, which, I mean, you could go a lot of different ways with that. There's a lot of different styles of anime, but I mean, it sounds good. I kind of got used to the 3D. No, I guess it's all 3D, but I mean the 3D kind of smooth finish of Rebels and Clone Wars. I think Clone Wars looked way better than Rebels, but it was
a little bit different with the stylization, I guess.
Yeah,
Clone Wars was a little bit more blocky, and then in the beginning, it's the same people that did Samurai Jack, did the original one, right?
Oh, the
Clone
original
Wars?
Clone Wars? Yeah.
And so it was supposed to be kind of like Japanese inspired, but in a whole different way. So this is supposed to be like an anime, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like a Pokemon anime.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's like Pokemon anime,
or
there's
like a
DBZ.
Gundam anime,
yeah,
like
dude,
that style.
Gundam would be sweet.
Remember that TIE Fighter?
Yes, I know exactly.
Yeah, the anime TIE Fighter video.
That would be so rad.
If it was like that, it would be very cool.
Yes.
I have a feeling it's gonna not be exactly like that.
I have that feeling as well. I have a creeping suspicion.
I think it's gonna be more like Naruto style, kind of.
Naruto. How do you feel about seeing Star Wars in that style? But first, before you answer that question, the Resistance, Star Wars Resistance, is going to follow the adventures of Kazuda Xiono.
Wow, that's going to be hard to remember for the next few years.
Kazuda Xiono.
Kazuda.
And I'm assuming it's Xiono, but there's not a Z, it's an X, but you don't typically pronounce X's by saying Xiono. It's usually a Z, Xiono.
Like Xena, warrior princess.
Yeah, Xenon, or
Xenon girl of the 25th century, something like that.
Oh, man.
Oh man,
Boba Fett fell. Okay. Yeah, Kazuda Xiono. a young pilot recruited by the Resistance and tasked with a top-secret mission to spy on the growing threat of the First Order. It will premiere this fall on Disney Channel in the U.S. and thereafter on Disney XD and around the world. So I think that, first of all, it's awesome because we're going to have kind of a drought between Solo and episode 9.
Feels like 8 never happened at some time. Like, you know?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, but we thought we were going to have a long drought and that the next show would be coming out on Disney's streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
But we're getting it this fall, which is really cool.
Yeah, and that kind of goes with the guy I talked to at what was that? The Star Wars Secrets of the Empire experience.
Mm-hmm.
The guy I did that with, who works doing the marketing for the animated series. He was saying that it was going to be released like almost right after or very soon after the end of Rebels, and I mean it's just a few months away, really.
Yeah, it's not long.
They've been working on this concurrently.
Yeah, so a little more info. We were both right. The idea for Star Wars Resistance came, this is Dave Filoni, came out of my interest in World War II aircraft and fighter pilots. My grandfather was a pilot, and my uncle flew and restored planes, so that's been a big influence on me. There's a long history of high-speed racing in Star Wars, and I think we've captured that sense of excitement in an anime-inspired style, which is something the entire team has been wanting to do for a long time. Mm-hmm. So that's his inspiration. And then just a little bit more to give a bit clearer picture. I mean, Star Wars The Resistance, I feel, is kind of self-explanatory, but it will feature the beloved droid BB-8 alongside ace pilots, colorful new characters, and appearances by fan favorites, including Poe Dameron and Captain Phasma, voiced by actors Oscar Isaac and Gwendolyn Christie, respectively.
Gwendolyn Christie.
Yes, Gwendolyn Christie.
So Phasma's back. We're gonna hear more about Phasma.
Yeah, exciting. Okay, Boba Fett is going to
lay down.
He can't stop falling, so he's gonna lay.
Can't stop falling for you.
That's true.
It's a Boba Fett action figure love story.
I like it. So what do you think of this conceptually?
I'm excited. I like new things, and if it's, if they mess up on it, I'll say it.
Yeah.
Not if they mess up, but if I don't like it, I'll admit to it. But I always like seeing new things and them going different ways. Excuse me. The image that they released here, basically, this is all we have. Star Wars Resistance. You can see on the X-Wing some sort of weird updated...
Some type of modified X-Wing.
Yeah. Pretty cool looking X-Wing. So we have that, and we have BB-8 in the corner in that anime style. So, it's not going to be 3D animated. It's going to be 2D. And I like that. I always like when it returns to 2D animation,
Yeah. This will be the first 2D we've gotten in a while.
Yeah.
So are you excited about learning more about the Resistance?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be one of those, it's going to be like the first season of Rebels, where it's kind of like a bunch of fun adventures and they're not really leading up to anything. But I'm sure the last season will fill in a lot of gaps. And I'm sure the kind of the camaraderie between different pilots and stuff will build on the emotions and whatnot come 9, whenever episode 9 comes out. So it might add to the story. I mean, not might, it will add to the story no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's the content of what it will add and how much weight it holds in the actual, the big picture, like what matters in it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm definitely excited. I feel the same way.
Mm-hmm.
But to be honest, Star Wars, the Resistance is extremely low on things that, like, I'd want to see.
Mm-hmm.
I need some. I'd like to see some more. We need to get some stuff that's focused on the force wielders. I feel like the first 2 Star Wars stories are gonna have little to no force wielders in them, and I get it. We need to see stuff from, Rogue One, amazing, different perspective, and then Han Solo. I think that's just the way the cookie crumbled because Larry wanted to write that script.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe that's just the way they went, but I think maybe with an animated show it was an opportunity to do something different, and we just came off of Rebels, which is great. It's a bunch of scrappy fighter pilots and a couple of Jedi, and we did get to see a lot of force wielders, but I mean,
in Rebels we got Darth Vader.
We did get a lot. We did get a lot of force
Maul
wielders
coming back, and
yeah,
Obi-Wan taking out Maul. Like, that's...
But who's going to do stuff like that in...
No one.
Exactly.
Because Luke's exiled at this point, and then...
Kylo Ren, and we might not even see Rey in this, because
no,
I'm not sure what exactly the timeline is.
I'm thinking this is going to fill a gap between...
6 and Force Awakens, you think?
Kind of, but like toward the back end of it, like after Luke leaves until the Force Awakens, that area, because I don't think Luke's going to be in here at all. I'm curious about Leia.
Oh, dude, I'm sure she'll be in it.
Have they announced Leia or who's voicing her or anything like that?
I did not see anything.
I hope it's the same one that they used for... Well, it would have to be a little bit older, but I don't remember who voiced Leia from Rebels, but they did pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, don't get me wrong, I'm excited. And you kind of talked me into it a little bit more there. I mean, I do want to know what happens after 6 and before 7, and maybe we can get filled in on that. Maybe some cool stuff happens. I never thought as much stuff would happen in Rebels that ended up happening.
Yeah, and it really revealed a lot about not just the storyline of the Skywalker saga, but also the depth of Star Wars, the galaxy, or even beyond the galaxy, certain things that are possible that haven't been shown on screen. That a lot was brought out in Rebels.
Yeah. So I'm supportive. I just hope that they spread their wings and don't I'm feeling so boxed in by everything they're doing now. I just I'm waiting for something to kind of break everything open and have a good time with it and get wild. Which I think Solo is going to do that for us, and hopefully 9 does it for us. And
I have a lot to say about Solo.
Yeah.
After this last featurette that came out. Did you see it?
Should we go ahead and pivot?
Let's pivot.
Okay, that's a nice segue.
Solo. Let's watch this featurette.
Yeah, let's watch it because I don't know if I've seen it. I'm sure I have, but that looks really difficult.
I don't know why I did it this way. There we go.
The Star Wars universe that we see in
I
Solo
haven't seen this.
was different from anything else that we've seen in any previous Star Wars movies. The Empire controls everything. Everyone is struggling to survive, but we discover this incredibly free spirit.
We're meeting Han right before he becomes the Han that we know. You end up getting to see how this guy got to be the way he is. It's all part of this great expansion of the Han Solo world.
It's a rite of passage.
You look good.
The tests he needs to face, the challenges he has to endure to become
Han Solo.
those first encounters with Chewbacca,
You're gonna need a nickname, because I ain't saying that every time.
with the Millennium Falcon, with Lando Calrissian.
Did you win your ship playing cards?
I like this kid.
They're in this movie.
I'm a driver. A great pilot.
He's the most exciting character in the saga for me. You don't know what he's gonna do.
I'm a terrible person.
He's reckless.
He does these stupid things that should never work. And they do.
I'm fine!
And he does it with bravado. I might be the only person who knows what you really are.
What's that?
Damn, I don't know how I missed that. When did that come
Yeah.
out?
I think it just came out today, actually.
Oh shit. Well, I've been at work all day.
Yeah, there's that whole thing about work.
That was wild, dude.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch it.
I kind of watch it.
The Star Wars universe that we see in Solo was different from anything else that we've seen in any previous Star Wars movies. The Empire controls everything. Everyone is struggling to survive.
You might as well talk through
but
this
we
one.
discover this incredibly free spirit.
Because
We're
I
meeting
love the
Han
environments.
right before he becomes the Han that we know.
A lot of
Almost
things.
looks like San Francisco.
Yeah.
You end
Yeah.
up getting to see how this guy got to be the way he is.
And this is the
All
first
part
we've
of the
seen
great
of. He looks like a
expansion
mud
of the Han
trooper or
Solo
something.
world.
Yeah. Definitely a mud
And
trooper.
his-
Passage.
You look good.
The tests
Emilia
he needs
Clarke
to
looks
face,
good,
the
that's what looks
challenges he
good.
has to endure
Oh,
Definitely.
dude, can you? This is
to
Okay.
so weird. Yeah, I want to look at that.
Okay, I really like that. I think it's Moloch.
Is that what that is?
Or maybe it's some sort of creature. Oh, no, because Moloch's over there.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Yeah. What the hell is happening? He's meeting some type of like worm god.
tests he needs to face, the challenges he has to endure.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's like a caterpillar.
Who are you?
Who are you? I'm no one. Yeah, it looks like Moloch catches up to him at some point and brings him before the worm, some type of caterpillar god.
Worm God.
Worm god.
The Worm Lord.
The worm lord. And it makes a funny noise. It's what I imagine a shrimp person would make.
Shrimp cast?
A shrimp cat. Squid cat.
Squid cast.
It kind of goes. it's crazy sounding.
How does it go again?
It goes yeah, it goes a little something like this.
Come on. We're not getting to it. Like this.
And so, I knew you would come to pay respects to the Worm God.
Hey. I think he's just sitting there. Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, you can see the Worm God has at least 6 appendages, I'm gonna call them. Arms?
Tentacles, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Moloch is like maybe Moloch is, they kind of look similar. They have like long necks. Maybe they are like bees, and Moloch is like a little worker Moloch, and this is like one of the queen Molochs.
True.
Maybe she's got like a bunch of eggs down there in her Moloch juice.
So it's gonna be alien.
Yeah, sure.
Ridley Scott presents Solo.
Ridley Squat.
Oh, now the camera's not working. Okay. I'm fixing it.
Yo,
oh, there it is.
Bonnie, baby.
Okay. There we go. That works now. So, after watching this, I kind of felt... Well, not kind of. I really felt excited for this movie even more. Because it's distilling everything that's Star Wars to its core. You know what I mean? It's like you have, fun, action, adventure, like racing and like all of the inspirations, flying
cool looking villains.
Yeah, cool looking villains, cool creatures.
Yeah.
This is like everything that you want in Star Wars. And I think both of us were a little skeptical at the very start of it. And so we saw some of like the vehicles and things like that. We're like, oh, like the speeder's sick.
No, I'm on record saying I never wanted this movie.
Yeah.
But now that I'm seeing more of it, I do want it.
Yeah, I really like it. I like what we're seeing so far.
To become
Han Solo.
Was that a grand? No, it wasn't. It might have been. No, it wasn't.
So, we go back right here. It's like so World War One, like trench warfare, mud trooper.
You're gonna need a nickname because I ain't saying that every time.
With the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, we're gonna get so much
With Lando
fan
Calrissian.
service.
Did you win
Oh,
your
yeah.
ship playing cards?
I like this kid.
They're in this movie.
I'm a driver.
Therm Scissor Punch.
Great pilot.
He's actually gonna be in the movie.
That's awesome.
He's the most exciting character in the saga for me. You don't know.
He's the most exciting character in this saga for me. Lawrence Kasdan has the funniest way of talking.
I think this is gonna be Larry K's love letter to Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Cause this is what he wanted to do, dude. This was his choice.
Mhm. Yeah, and then he had his son in there to bring some more humor to it, maybe a little bit extra edge to it. It's very edgy, very gritty. That just Lando passes the pistol over to Han Solo.
I think it's gonna make
like
him like even cooler than he already is.
Which one? Lando or Han Solo?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't get enough of that.
It kind of has like a very similar sound to the, what are those stupid rolling things?
Rathtar.
Rathtar. Listen.
Face the challenges he has to endure.
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah, sounds like kind of like a Rathtar.
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Yeah, this is exciting though.
Yeah, no, this is rad. I'm all about, man, I don't know how I missed that. I was on Star Wars Leaks subreddit today too.
This was right on The Verge.
Oh, The Verge. Okay.
Yeah, and then like comicbook.com reported it and a bunch of different.
Yeah, I thought that was a Gran. It's definitely not a Gran.
No. It's got like 6 eyes. That's the one that we saw in that when Warwick Davis is on set on the Han Solo movie like a while back.
All I can think about is ham butt now.
Ham butt Davis.
Ham butt Davis. Yes.
He's always the weirdest little characters.
He does.
What is he in Solo?
Warwick?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure he is. He's in all of them somewhere. You just there's always a small person that he is, or small creature.
I want to see him have like a major part in a Star Wars film, like actual lines.
Willow, a Star Wars story.
Just do a prequel to Willow and like connect it together like Alien versus Predator. Wait, it's the same universe?
That'd be horrible.
Little elves. They visit Earth.
Ugh, no.
Star Wars coming to Earth.
Yeah.
What if that happened? How would you feel about that?
Star Wars coming to Earth?
Yeah.
Like in real life?
No, like, yeah, in real life. Yeah, Star Destroyer just goes, you just look up.
Or the Star Wars, in the Star Wars universe, they find Earth.
In the Star Wars universe, if they find Earth.
That'd be cool. That'd be weird, but nah, let's keep it in a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah,
I like that better.
Yeah, I feel like that is something that's probably in a 1970s or 1980s Marvel comic.
Yeah, those got very, very odd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Star Wars Earthbound.
God. Yeah.
They discover us long after we're dead, and we're like, how does time work?
Yeah, so I like the Worm God, and I really, really like Emilia Clarke. I just think she's so great at her job.
She's great at her job.
Yeah. Let's talk about Paul, Mr. Paul Bettany, and his role is Dryden Vos.
Mm-hmm. I was watching A Knight's Tale earlier.
Were you?
Yeah, and he's in it. He's singing and dancing and being an idiot.
Well, a lot has happened to him since then. It looks like he got in a fight with that cat that's on Geonosis, the one that scratches Padme's tits. It looks like one of those got his face and just went to town on it. There's an image of
maybe like
him,
a wombat.
Yeah, or a wombat, something like that, or I don't know,
Muskrat.
Star Wars, some Veermok or one of those monkey things on Naboo in Galaxies. Those monkeys. There's an image of him that came out in Empire. This is the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now in this one, they almost look like stretch marks, but I think they're clearly scars. And he has a like some type of staple keeping his hairline together.
Yeah.
Keeping his
head is broke.
His like the crest of his head together.
Yeah.
Now, I was both disappointed and possibly excited by what I saw in the background. which is a suit of armor, and not just any suit of armor, but a Mandalorian suit of armor.
Yeah.
And it looks really, really cool. It's a brick red and white, and it almost has a samurai influence to it.
Yeah, it really does. The body especially has a lot of samurai to it. And the mask is a little bit wider than Boba Fett's and Jango Fett's, I think.
Yeah, so
it's more ancient, I guess.
I was hoping this whole time that was Boba Fett, because we saw, I think, a side view of this a long time ago.
Yeah. Through
a leaked picture. And I'm slowly, unfortunately, accepting the fact that Boba Fett isn't going to be in this movie, and I'm going to try and come to grips with it. But what would be rad is if this was Dryden Vos's Mandalorian suit.
That would be interesting.
That would be
if Dryden
awesome.
Vos is Mandalorian, and this is like his suit that he keeps.
His suit. So that's the cool possibility.
I like that.
The not so cool possibility is it's just part of his collection of stuff, because he does collect things. I think he has like a little dead Ewok and some other stuff that we've seen in his.
A dead Ewok? Like a stuffed
yeah, he has
one?
like a stuffed Ewok.
Sad.
A stuffed jalapeno Ewok.
Stuffed jalapeno Ewok with cream cheese.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That does sound good. Like that I haven't played it. I don't know if it's still on there. Ewok, the Ewok killing thing on Battlefront. Did you see that?
I did not.
Oh my god.
I did not see it.
It's Ewok. I did not. It's like an Ewok killing mode. Like, it's an Ewok battle. I have to look it up now.
No, that suit looks rad though. I really hope that is his suit and he wears it for multiple reasons, because it'd be cool in the movie. Mandalorian suits, whoever wears one, the suit itself always has a cool arsenal. Boba Fett has a flamethrower. Jango's got some wrist rockets. He has a flamethrower too. And they always have cool guns and little tricks. All kinds of little tricks. I like them. And then
Houdini suits.
Yeah, Houdini suits. And the second reason is action figures.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he wears that, there's
come
going
on.
to be.
You don't want to miss out on that. Let him wear it. It looks sick.
Please wear it just for the
just
figure.
For that.
Yeah. Delete the scene. I don't care. Constable Zuvio it.
Yes. Yes.
I want that
an
figure.
Action figure that. Come on. Disney is a marketing powerhouse. I know they know the value of a good Mando suit action figure.
Are they going to open this up as a storyline that could possibly be in the live action Star Wars series, or maybe one of the other standalones or trilogies that are coming in the future? I feel like there's little Mandalorian things being stuffed in. It's like that's not in the main line, you know, it's not in the Skywalker saga, but it's getting stuffed in places, and it seems like it's heading somewhere.
There's lots of little nods and winks. Some of the cards in the card game they're playing have the Mythosaur, although I think that was retconned into something else. I don't think it's a Mythosaur anymore. The Mandalorian symbol, we'll say, on the back of them. And we see little things like this popping up. Yeah, why is that there? Why just tickle our frenulums if you're not gonna
frenulums?
If you're not gonna give it to us, just give it to me, Disney. Just.
And this is like, so it's like there's two axes Like they look like ceremonial axes, and then there's
Yeah,
like a.
that's the thing, is I think it's on display. Like, I think it's like part of his little collection. Like, if you look here,
It could be both. It could be both his and a display.
that's
like,
true.
You know how people had their people, like just people, regular people. No, people in Japan, in feudal Japan, when they had samurais, they had their samurai armor on display and their swords, everything ready, so that if they have to go to battle, they in their house they have it, so they just go and put on their armor and they have all their shit right there, but it's on display because it's something that they're proud of.
Yeah.
So again, how Star Wars often, plays toward the Japanese samurai themes. This might be one of them. Maybe he's a secret samurai.
Well, there is that possibility. I want his watch.
Yeah,
I
it's
hope
like
they
the
make that too.
biggest I watched.
But Disney,
pretty
come
cool.
on. Please, just give it to me. If I could get an Enfys Nest action figure and a Dryden Vos plus Mandalorian suit action figure, that's a good movie right there.
Yeah.
Not just because of that, but that's a good action figure movie.
That's
right
a
there.
good action figure movie.
That is a good action figure movie.
It is. It's there's gonna be a lot of cool action figures. Even just the Moloch. Seeing some of the things about
Moloch would be cool.
and that's gonna be insane. Because there's no way that they're not gonna make Black Series of all of those figures. Of all
I
those
hope they
characters.
do.
You've
I
got
hope they
to.
do. There's a lot of Black Series that I still want that haven't been made. But they're bringing back the vintage collection too, which is kind of like the Kenner card you got there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll show it to the camera.
Yeah, let's bring that over here. Josh found a 375 scale. Oh, look, the vintage collection.
Yep.
I didn't know they came out already.
Yeah. The vintage collection is out.
Oh, shit.
I think it was the 21st. April 21st.
What? I'm over here talking about the vintage collection. It's already out.
It's out.
Wow.
They
Yeah.
only had one left there at Target. And it was that Hawthorne.
What'd you pick this up for?
I don't remember. It was like 2015, 20, something like that.
For a 375?
Maybe 15.
Ugh.
I don't remember.
Brutal.
I used a gift card. And sometimes when I use a gift card, I just don't think about the price at all.
You don't care. Yeah.
I just like put it down and like...
Because it's not real money.
Yeah, it's not real. This isn't my money. Oh, this thing closed. Oh, it's cool. It's still recording.
Good.
Yeah. We have so many things that if they go wrong, everything goes wrong.
The vintage collection, out now.
Go to your local store with Star Wars toys.
Go to your local Star Wars store toys.
And there's a lot of cool solo stuff too. Like I got the speeder too. Did I show you that?
No, you didn't show me that. What the hell? Holding
The
out,
hell?
bro. What the hell?
I got this Hot Wheels speeder.
Oh.
This guy right here. First appearance of Han Solo's speeder.
You know what? I like it. It includes a flight stand.
It does include a flight stand.
First appearance. They really want you to know that.
Hey, just letting you know, this is the first appearance. No one has ever seen this ever before, ever. It's pretty cool though, and they have all of the other. God damn it. There we go. They have all of those other. What are they? The things on the back. The Imperial Arrestor Cruiser. That one's cool. They have that there. And a few other ones. But, yeah. Actually, I need to go take a break real quick.
Yeah, no problem.
Do you want to just hold it down for a few minutes?
I'll just wait till you get back. I'm researching some Jedi Temple Archive stuff. There's a ton of figures that I didn't know were out that are just...
Dude, we're dropping things. Be right back. Alright. Back from the break. I have the live stream on in my pocket.
Nice.
Should have like a break song or something like that. But I don't.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's alright.
So, what do you see there? Are you seeing anything good?
I am... excuse me. See all Star Wars. I don't want to see all Star Wars. I want to see the vintage collection. I'm looking.
Riveting podcasting.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Star Wars. Sorry, I'm searching on Big Bad Toy Store. Not sponsored. You can if you want.
What toy store?
Big Bad Toy Store.
Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah, damn, these are $15, dude. That's too much. That's too much for $3.75.
Yeah.
That's way too much.
I don't know. I really like it.
I just can't. I can't.
Well, I was like stoked on it too. It was the last one. And I got a gift card for my birthday. And so I just went in there and
they look so sweet with the cards though.
Yeah,
on the back.
do.
Like I love Black Series, but if you could just like these are dope to display, like hang them up. They even have a little peg thing.
Mhm.
So yeah, okay, so sorry. So the first wave was Snoke, Rey, Kylo Ren, First Order Stormtrooper, Jin Erso, and Mr. Rebel Soldier Hoth, which is
Rebel Soldier parentheses
Hoth, which is a very odd assortment, but
it's a great assortment.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird.
Empire
though.
Strikes Back
You know
is
it's
my
weird.
favorite. It is weird, but Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie of all time, and it was there.
Didn't you get a Jaina Solo?
I pre-ordered it, but I decided not to get it.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna get it, but I was like, nah, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it.
I want to pick up a Tarkin. I want to pick up a Rex. Forlom.
Oh. The 375?
6-inch.
6-inch Forlom. Oh yeah, I think I saw that.
Check that out.
That's sick.
Is there a Zuckus? Probably not.
Probably not. Or is there?
Oh my god.
What is it?
In stock.
What? Black Series.
6-inch
Dewback?
scale dewback. Oh my god.
Do you know what that reminds me of? A picture that we're going to be looking at very soon, because we should probably move on to our main subject here.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my god, I might have to order this, dude. Fuck. I might really actually have to order this. I want this badly.
Go back. There you go. Origins of Stormtrooper Armor.
Yes. We've been teasing this for a while. We're going to talk about some trooper armor.
Yeah, we're going to talk about where it came from, why it looks like how it looks like, and where it's gone.
Why does it look like how it's look like?
How it looks like.
Well, let's back it up. Where did it come from?
Well, first we have World War One Stormtrooper, which is what the name came from.
That is true. And these were German stormtroopers, correct?
I think some of them were German, some of them were Austrian. There's a few different countries that had them.
Okay, we don't have to get too technical.
We don't.
Yeah, but it is a soldier.
They're soldiers.
In real life.
Yeah.
On Earth.
On Earth, it happened.
It did happen.
And they have a very similar look if you look at the weapons, how they use them. These guys were basically the ones who would storm the base. Basically, yeah. Stormtroopers. So these guys were heavily armored, and they were packed with ammunition. In this picture, there's grenades strapped to the front and back of these people. It's like if they get shot, they're going up. Like they're screwed. But they're the types that are during trench warfare, they'll pass through the lines and flank them in small groups. So even into World War II, Hitler took that name and also had his own stormtroopers, but they were a little different. These are all World War One. This is one that is really cool picture. It's a stormtrooper from World War One with a long spear,
a
staff.
Phasma weapon.
Yeah, it looks exactly like, well, not exactly, a little bit longer than a Phasma weapon, but it's a long pointed lance of sorts, and or spear, whatever. He's on a horse.
A big black horse.
Yeah, and he's got a gas mask, and that reminds me of the Imperial Stormtrooper riding a dewback.
Yeah, it does look very similar.
Yeah.
So you can clearly see influences from history. I mean, in the name, in the tasks that they were given, and in the
buckets on their head, the chest armor, and some of these ones with the gas masks. Some of them have the gas mask type of look to them. And we'll see that even into Solo with the Mud Troopers.
Yes.
Very World War One. And so we'll just go to in the actual Star Wars
universe.
Galaxy, in universe, where they began was with our beloved Mandalorians.
My favorite thing to talk about, your favorite thing to talk about, well, I don't know. I can't speak for you, but
one of them.
It's one of my favorite things to talk about.
Yeah.
The long lineage. So, see, Mandalorians, they're a warrior culture. They've perfected the art of war in their suits and in their ability, their combat ability. And the rest of the galaxy took notice, and especially the Empire. You see the rebels, they're scantily clad. The Empire has no such time for that. They want...
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Yeah, they have no such time for that. They took lessons from the Mandalorians. They put their troops, they encased them in faceless armor.
Armor up.
And put them out to battle.
Yeah.
And they took their influence from the Mandalorians. Mandalorian armor always looks way cooler, but I mean, a lot of Mandalorian armor is very personalized. I mean, that's kind of what makes a Mandalorian warrior a warrior, is like they collect little trophies, they personalize their armor, put all kinds of bells and whistles on it. The Empire needed to mass produce, so they have specialized forces, death troopers, snow troopers, mud troopers, flamethrower troopers, everything you could think of, dark troopers, death troop. I probably already said that.
Mm-hmm.
You get the idea. But they need to mass produce, so they don't have time to, put cool things into every suit of armor. They just need something that'll get the job done, that'll protect the forces. They can go in, be stormtroopers, strike fear into the hearts of their enemies, and then mostly die.
Mostly.
But not because of their armor. Just because they're a plot device.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have to
be killed
because they're bad guys.
But the Mandalorians started out using, things like metal. They actually had metal suits. And that goes into the more modern Mandalorian armor, which we saw a lot of in both the Clone Wars and in Rebels. There's Jango Fett.
Django, my man.
Jango.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have to wax poetic about it forever, but it's basically perfect.
Yeah.
That's all I'll say. They've perfected the art of war, man. And the Empire was smart to take their cues from them. And I mean, if you wanted to make the base Stormtrooper armor is customizable if you wanted to specialize it, which is why they've had so much success doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's so many different troopers now, which, it started out, in this timeline of where the armor started and where it came from. We go straight to some of the clones. So first go to the Phase 1 clones. And
first generation.
Yeah, the
clones.
first gen clones that you can see.
You can even you can see the Mandalorian influence.
Yeah.
Way more clearly in the first couple generations of Stormtroopers, I feel like.
Mm-hmm. And so this obviously comes straight from Jango Fett because they are Jango Fetts.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of Jango Fetts.
Many.
So all the Jango Fett clones have like a more modernized
they just have dumbed down Mando armor.
Yeah, basically.
Dumbed down, mass produce.
Yeah, mass produce is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Mass produced Mando armor with everything they need on them.
They get like the McDonald's value menu of Mandalorian armor.
Yeah, but in these are made from some sort of plastic or polymer, not the metal that the Mandalorians used because of mass production. Then we go into the next generation, which you can see where, it shows the Mandalorian influences, but then you're working backwards when you see all the Stormtrooper influence, I guess, because this was supposed to influence the Stormtrooper armor, obviously, in the universe.
Yeah.
But it's got the kind of gas mask look to it added on, and for different reasons, I guess.
Yeah, and the second generation is where you start to see the benefits of a customizable base. I mean, and it's mostly at this point like visual demarcations. a cape, a pauldron, that sort of thing. I mean, some troopers have slightly different armor, but you begin to see the benefits of having such a flexible base to work with.
Yeah, because this is when they become the real clone army versus, like their version of the battle droid. Originally, that first phase of clones are
human battle droids.
But then afterwards, it develops into an entire military. So you have different ranking officers who are different ranking, clones and stuff like that have different types of armor. And then some of them are customized, so you get to know who is who, like in Clone Wars, how you can tell who is either by their armor or by like scars on their face and stuff like that.
Yes.
But next, we're going to jump to the Empire, and this is the Stormtrooper.
This is the standard trooper that everybody knows and loves. And this, design-wise, I mean, we've strayed quite a bit from the Mandalorian T-visor. I mean, just in the helmet. This took, I think, a lot more influence from what we were talking about earlier, from real-life design of World War One and two stormtroopers.
Like with the gas mask and kind of the goggles look.
The goggles, yeah. So we're straying further from the light, but it's okay. It's okay.
But you can still see it, like how the clone armor would have led to this, where that evolution happened.
Sure. Yeah. I think a lot of the clone suits look more advanced in some ways, but we all know why that is. We don't have to go into that.
And they kind of cheapen out because there's so many more stormtroopers because they don't have to be clones. And they stop clone production on Camino and everything, but
exactly.
Now they're taking just people from everywhere. And so this is I wanted to go back to the Mud Trooper from Solo. And so we can see all of the World War One influence in it.
Once again.
But you also see how that is a stormtrooper, And it's how, how I was describing that Solo distills everything from like what inspired Star Wars into something that's very basic but also very all-encompassing and very Star Wars.
Yes.
The helmet alone is like, okay, it's kind of a Japanese samurai style helmet, but it's also mixed with World War One Stormtrooper. And then the chest plate is kind of like K2SO and kind of like Death Trooper.
K2SO, a Death Trooper, and one of the AT-ATST drivers kind of have the same plate.
Yeah, that same like chest plate type thing.
But yeah, it's all in the goggles for the later designs is where you draw the influence. But this one does, the way the helmet fans out, does have a samurai look to it that I like a lot. It's also leaner in the arms and chest than standard Stormtrooper armor, which I like.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's for being able to move through trenches and things like that, being agile.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of protection, but agility too.
It's like closer to how like Scout Trooper armor. It's a lot lighter, but this is cool.
It's gonna make for a cool action figure, that's for sure.
Yeah. And then we have, couldn't leave out the Death Trooper here.
No, Death Troopers are one of my favorite troopers.
And they
for sure.
They go back a little bit to the Mandalorian design.
They do. They kind of they take it, yeah, exactly. They work backwards because I mean that's the best quality was the clone armor and the original influence, the Mandalorian armor. So the Death Troopers, they are named after an abandoned Imperial science operation where they were trying to revive necrotic tissue. They ended up making some zombies, which if you want to listen to, I think we covered that in like the second or third episode we ever did. We did a Star Wars Zombies episode, like a 2-hour Star Wars Zombies episode, which is really fun. There's a really loud car that just drove by.
Yeah, no, that was a really good episode. I really enjoyed that one. That's a good one to listen to because we get deep.
Yeah, this is like peak Imperial design, Imperial and Mandalorian mixed design. Because the thing about this is a cool thing where the Empire gets to flex a little bit because they are not mass producing these. The Death Troopers are assigned to their special strike forces, and they're assigned to people like Thrawn and Krennic, their bodyguards. So these aren't mass produced, and you can really see it in the quality. They're thin, they're not bulky, but they're very well protected. They got voice scramblers, I mean, the whole 9 yards.
They're definitely the coolest sounding, not the coolest, maybe the coolest sounding things in Star Wars.
They are really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're armed to the teeth as well. All around badass. I think definitely my favorite trooper design. What is happening?
It's just the camera.
Oh.
Just the camera. It's being weird, so I'm just fixing it.
Oh, okay.
No, but keep going.
What was I saying? I don't know. I mean, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah. About kind of like the Death Trooper
yeah, they're
design.
Yeah, and then like I said, it's not mass produced, so there's room to make it as lethal and as good as possible. So they're primarily bodyguards, like I said, and then they'd perform special tasks, secret missions. They're good at covering their tracks, things like that. Great snipers, shock troopers, whatever you need. Death Troopers. Looks cool, feels cool, is cool.
Sounds cool.
Death Troopers.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? I'm blind.
What is happening? Hold on. This is... Okay, whatever. We have this, though. So now, next we have a First Order Stormtrooper. So, it's gotten a lot more sleek.
It has. We've made some advancements since the days of the old Empire. So obviously the First Order is looking to revive the Empire, and they wanted something easily recognizable to strike fear into the heart of the galaxy, and what better than a Stormtrooper design, which pretty much goes back, I mean, we're going back to the basics here. A lot sleeker, though, and the helmet's been updated. Looks like a better quality helmet. Looks like a more comfortable helmet.
A lot more form-fitting.
Just sleeker. I think at this point the evolution is nearly complete. I would like to see a little variance. Maybe in 9 we could see some specialized troopers. I mean, we have little pauldrons and things like that per usual, and we have Phasma.
And like the flame trooper.
Yeah, that's true. We do get the flame troopers.
Flame trooper was really close to like a snow trooper.
It was.
And also like the Emperor's guards, or whatever. The
Praetorian guards.
No, the Emperor.
Oh.
Emperor Palpatine's red guard.
Emperor Palpatine. His red guard, yeah.
They're similar to what do you call it? Like the helmets are similar to the flame troopers in Force Awakens.
I'm not sure I see that one.
Similar.
The Palpatine, his red guards, those look like old school Mandalorian helmets to me.
Yeah, they do. I think I had. Oh yeah.
Some concept art.
Now I have some concept art here. So it's a little bit of a funny one. It's kind of bulky. I mean, they are all bulky, but this is they're supposed to look like walking skeletons, is what they were described as.
I could see that.
So I think it's supposed to be like the breather or whatever, like where the nose goes.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like teeth, kind of. So it's supposed to look like a skull, but that's like its teeth, but then it's kind of the nose. It's kind of a weird look. And we have these ones right here. These are more concept art of stormtroopers.
Is this Ralph?
Yes, this is Ralph McQuarrie.
C-3PO looking sexy over there.
Yeah. And R2-D2 down here.
Doot.
There's like 10 arms. Arms just come out of anywhere.
R2-D2 looks close, though.
Yeah, a lot closer than C-3PO. C-3PO looks straight up like that robot from Metropolis.
Yeah.
That movie from like the 20s or something.
Not a fan. Imperial snowtrooper uniforms and weapons. Yeah, these don't look anything like what the snowtroopers ended up looking like.
No, not at all. And stormtroopers used to have lightsabers.
Now that would be interesting.
Yeah.
But ultimately, not.
Ultimately, not interesting. Well, I mean, you have like those, the riot baton. That thing is pretty, well, not a lightsaber, but it can fight against a lightsaber in Force Awakens.
There you go. Yeah.
And these shields are interesting. Oh, got the camera to work again.
Nice.
Cool.
Finalmente. That means finally in Spanish.
Sure. Some more concept art. They have Chewbacca or some sort of Wookiee in cuffs.
And he's being escorted into a little elevator shaft.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
So
that's what I'm talking about.
This is the concept art of clone troopers.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So this was the concept art for what they might look like. So
now tell me, what does that top left one look like?
Mandalorian armor.
Yeah.
It's just straight up sleek Mandalorian armor. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
I really like it. I wish that was what it was. But I get that they needed to go back. And then these other ones are a little extra stormtrooper-y, but kind of have a more... This one has more of a samurai look to it, the one in the center. And then the bottom one, it's kind of weird. It's got like these ear things coming out.
Yeah, and then the one on the far right is pretty much just
It's like a
it's about as close
stormtrooper
as you can get to a stormtrooper.
with like a half helmet, like a little tiny helmet on top.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is from is this from Rogue One? I think it is.
Yeah. So these were trooper variant concept art for Rogue One.
Yeah, we got on our left we have, I don't know, a slightly modified stormtrooper.
Mm-hmm.
Now, center here is what's interesting to me. Maybe an early Death Trooper concept?
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, like some sort of early Death Trooper.
It's a bit bulkier. It's got some big shoulder pauldrons, and he is wearing a hoodie, but
kind of looks like a transformer though.
The hoodie turns into a cape. Yeah, it's like he's wearing a cape hoodie, but the hoodie's like made out of metal.
Yeah.
It looks interesting, but kind of cool, but I think it'd be hard to move his head. And then on the right, we have another pretty basic trooper design. Same one as the first one. It's just got a different pauldron insignia. And I don't know. It's pretty much that. Josh went pee again, I think. So I'm gonna chill for a sec. Not sure what's on the next slide. I can't reach his mouse, so I'm just gonna sit here.
I'm back from bathrooming. I drank a beer before you got here, and then also since you've been here, and water, and my bladder's too small.
Nice.
Yeah, real nice. Real nice. But I was gonna say that the front part of the mask, it's like the nose area, I guess. If it was continued up just a little bit, it would be just like a Mandalorian mask. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think that took a lot of influence from Mandalorian too. So it's like it's still being pulled in on new stuff too. And then I had to put this in here.
Mm-hmm.
This is
here we go.
Concept art for Boba Fett.
AKA Proto Fett.
Proto Fett.
Proto Fett. Yeah, so
white.
Originally Boba Fett was gonna be like a super stormtrooper, but they decided against that, made him a little more unique, and in the concepts he looks very similar, but he's just all white.
Mm-hmm.
Jetpack's a little different. Armor isn't as finely tuned yet, but you can see the basic outline of what they're going for.
I think the clone troopers should have looked like this.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
It would have been cool, but it would have made Boba Fett less unique.
True. Wow, the camera went out again.
What is up with that?
I don't know. Everything's going wrong. Yeah, the camera's
Everything
just
is going wrong. I did not.
This camera just doesn't like being. Probably
know.
hear that.
Yeah, now it's gonna beep and just annoy the shit out of us.
Yeah. Of course. Of course. Anyways. Oh, we'll just go back. Not that way. The other way. Hold on. Trying to work with this like little screen as a touch screen instead of my keyboard.
Yeah, it looks like it's difficult.
It's a little bit difficult. It's like really convenient in some ways, but In other ways, it's not, especially because it takes up 2 USB ports and HDMI.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I think that's part of why the camera is being weird. Like the USB ports are all busy. Hey, there's too much USBs here. We're too busy. I didn't even do this.
Stop your USBs. Stop it.
Come on. No, it's not there. Whatever. We'll just continue this.
We don't have.
It's fine.
Yeah. I mean, oh look, it just updated on live though.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh well.
Oh well.
Yeah. No, but that shows, where Stormtrooper armor came from, where it went, and why.
I'm a fan of that.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did that. That was good. I hope.
Yeah, me too.
Might take some editing. Your
Yeah.
piss break.
Yeah.
Some other long pauses.
There are some definite pauses. Pauses?
Pauses.
I don't know. What do you want to see with Stormtroopers coming up? Do you want to see it go back to Mandalorian type or go somewhere completely different? For 9 and beyond.
Ooh, for 9. For Beyond, let's not have Stormtroopers.
Yeah.
It'd be weird, but let's do something else. For 9, I think it'd be weird if they just threw out the whole design. But let's see some other cool stuff, like the basic First Order Trooper armor is cool. Praetorians were rad. I mean, when they decide to step out of the box, they usually knock it out of the park. So let's do it, guys. Let's get creative. Show us some new troopers.
Mm-hmm. Already in Solo, we're seeing some cool stuff, like the range trooper. That's pretty cool.
The range trooper, the Mimban trooper with the cape, and then what was
the patrol trooper that's like on the CHP bike.
Yeah, and then that one that we were just talking about earlier, the trench
mud trooper.
Yeah, mud trooper. So I mean, there's 3 dope additions right there. So mud trooper.
So it is going a totally different. It's not going a different direction. It's, again, I'm going to say that over and over again, but it's distilling down what Star Wars came from,
Right.
And putting it out literally.
Going back to the future. If you will.
I will.
If you would, please. Just go back.
It is like going back to the future, though. Because if it's a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, but they're taking from World War One, it's still back from the future.
I don't know.
I'm
not future man. I'm just present man.
All right. We should probably put this to a close because it's getting late and we both work tomorrow.
It is getting late and we do both work tomorrow.
So, what I'm going to say first of all is subscribe, share, all of those cool things on all social platforms.
Also, we're closing in on 5,000 reviews on on iTunes.
Yeah.
So if you could...
Closing in.
5 stars.
Yeah, give us 5-star reviews on iTunes. That actually makes a big difference.
It does. It does make a big difference.
And we would like to get on charts and stuff like that so people can see us.
It would be nice.
It would be nice. And also, Facebook.com/Star Wars After Hours Podcast is where you can see us live every week. Like right now, we're live. Sometimes things go wrong.
Yeah, sometimes things go very wrong.
Yeah. And that's all right. That's the exciting thing about watching a live stream.
when life throws you lemons, your camera will probably go out 50 times.
51, probably. So, also, Last Shot. Star Wars Last Shot is out. I haven't finished it, but I've been listening to it on Audible, and it's pretty cool. It goes back and forth between before episode 4 and after, like between 6 and 7. So it talks about when Kylo Ren was Ben, like when he was a baby, like a little tiny baby.
Small.
And his life with Leia and dealing with him getting out of the rebellion. He didn't want to be part of it anymore after the war ended. And but then he's drugged back into another situation that he got Lando into because of something that happened when he owned the Millennium Falcon before episode 4. So Last Shot takes place between Solo and A New Hope, and also between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. So it fills in 2 gaps with a Han and Lando adventure.
I like that.
And then there's the Star Wars The Last Jedi novelization that's on Audible as well. That one's good. So go to audibletrial.com/Star Wars After Hours for a 30-day free trial, a free audiobook. And if you cancel before that 30 days, you keep the audiobook and you pay nothing. There are thousands, literally thousands of books on audible.com. And they read it to you. They read it to you real good.
I like that.
Then mycomicshop.com. Go to our website, StarWarsAfterHours.com. Click on the banner and go to mycomicshop.com. They have tons of comics from all of the different publishers. They have all the new Star Wars comics as they come out. You can put things on your want list, and they'll email you whenever it comes out. You can put in a different variant, like a different cover. If you want a specific cover, it will let you know when someone's selling it or when a new one comes out. And they're all graded. And you can also sell your own comics. You can do consignment through them. So, click on the banner on our website.
We are Venom.
We are Venom. Are you? I'm so excited for that.
I'm trying not to be excited.
Yeah.
But I am.
You're trying not to be excited for Venom?
Yeah.
I think that we should do a podcast episode where we talk about anything. And I think that that's one thing that we should talk about.
For our Patreon subscribers.
Yeah, let's do that. Patreon subscribers get to listen to us talk about anything.
It's your choice. Actually, it's our choice. Anything of our choice. We'll talk it.
We'll do our new political program on Patreon.
No.
It's called the Libertarian Report. And we talk only about local politics.
And Kanye West.
And Kanye. Kanye for mayor of Santa Maria. Do you think he would become a mayor before he would become a president?
Well, if you haven't guessed it by now, I will be running for president in 2020.
I believe it. And I believe it.
Amen. God bless Kanye. God bless Lei Bao Quan.
Yes.
And
every day, remember, Lei Bao Quan died for our Legos.
And the Herd, the Herd series by LebQ.
By LebQ, of course.
World Minifigs.
Bootleglegos.com.
Boot Legos.
Boot Legos? Oh, that's a good one.
Mike, drop.
So be it, Jedi. He's no good to me dead.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
You know what's going on?